Search engines like Google are looking for two main things. They're looking for good content and they're looking for authority links back into your site from elsewhere on the internet. One way to do this is to get links from other businesses that offer complementary products and services to those that you deliver. The other way to do this, if you're a local business, is to get a link from a local website. And one way to do that is to get a link from a local directory website such as this one. Local directory websites are useful for three reasons. Firstly, you can get a link back into your own website. Secondly, the directories are usually well optimized and an entry on there can often come up in searches made by people using search engines like Google. And thirdly, people can find your details by coming to the home page of the directory, doing a search using the I'm looking for box or using the navigation on the left hand side, which will take you into a list of other categories, and then within those categories into the details of the businesses. So there's three ways to use the directory to get a link back to your site, to be found in search with your entry, and also to be found by people actually navigating through the directory site. So how do you navigate the site? Well, visitors can look at the featured businesses on the home page, as you can see here. They can go to the Find It box and type in the keywords that relate to the products and services that they're looking to find, or they can use the navigation on the left hand side, which will take them through to individual categories and then within that the individual businesses. To add your entry to the site, you can select the Add My Entry link at the top or the big green button to the top left hand side, and which we'll do now. And it takes you through to a screen where you can add in your contact details and your address, your business address, and then you can select which type of entry you'd like. The free entries just give you your business name and address on the site. The paid for entries are the ones that we talked about to begin with, which will give you a link back to your website and the opportunity to put further details about your business onto the directory site so that people can actually find out more information before they click through to your website, and also so that you can potentially come up in searches in Google as part of the directory site. You also need to decide where your listing is going to be in the categories. So as you can see, there's lots of different opportunities to place your business within the directory site, and that relates to the blue navigation buttons on the front page that we saw earlier. So once you have your entry on the directory, how do you edit it? Well, you just use the link at the top which says Edit My Entry, or you can use the green button in the top left, and we're just going to select that now. You need to put in your username and password and then just hit login. And then this is the screen that you'll use to do your administration of your entry. If you see on the left it says Contact and Billing Details, and that's where you can complete all the contact details for your business. Now moving on to the entry details, which are the really important bits. The first thing at the top is the location of your listing within the directory, and if you remember when we set up the entry we chose the listing place then. You can also change that in this screen. And then we have the opportunity to put your website URL in, which will give you the link back to your website. If we just go back into the front page of the site, if you see down the bottom right hand side I have a little counter that tells you that the Google PageRank of this site is 3. And when you talk about authority sites linking into your own site, Google looks at various things to determine the authority of a site that links into yours. One of the good things about this site is that it has a PageRank of 3, which will give some authenticity to the link that goes into your site. So do make sure that you get your website URL into your entry. And then the second section is the part where you have the opportunity to explain the products and services that you provide to your customers and to your potential customers. So you need to think about what are your local customers looking for when they're looking for the sorts of products and services that you provide, and turn those into bullet points that will appear on the site to describe your business. Okay, moving on, you've got the short description, which is 300 characters maximum, and that's displayed throughout the website as an introduction to your entry. So take what you'd normally say about your business and make it fit within the 300 characters and be as explanatory as it can be within that small amount of space. And then the full details is the section where you can really go to town explaining about your business, and as you can see there are controls as you would find in Word to be able to format your entry. So you can bold it, you can change the colour of the writing, you can underline, you can use bullet points. And bullet points are really good as a way of making your writing really clear and easy to read for people visiting your entry. Once you've completed all the details and you're happy with them, then you can click submit. But remember that you can come back at any time and change your details as we've just shown here. Moving on to the entry photos section. You can use up to 10 photos at any time, and they can be changed as often as you like. All you need to do is to decide on the name of your photo, and then go to the file browse and browse through on your computer to find the actual file and then submit, and that'll upload the photo. It's recommended that your image is a minimum width of 300 pixels, and to keep the upload time manageable then they recommend a file size of less than 1.5 megabytes. If you click onto the next section, which is events, this is where you have an opportunity to add events into your entry, and then they'll appear on the home page of the directory during the month when the event is happening. So all you need to do is click into the from, put in your date, say what the event is, and then click add, and that will appear in your entry and will also appear on the front page of the directory site during the month that it's running. Then you click into tags and search terms. This is where you can specify up to 10 keywords or keyword phrases that will help people to find your details on the site when they're using the search box, which is on the front. So the box here that says I'm looking for. So what you need to do is think about the sorts of products and services that you're offering and what people would be searching for to find those products and services. So it's not necessarily the way that you would describe what you're offering, it's the way that your potential customers would describe it. So once you've come up with your 10, you need to complete these boxes and click submit. The other way that these tags and keywords are used is to create your title tag at the top of your entry, so you can see in the blue bar across the top of the whole website. So it's important that you get those keywords right, because not only are they used for searching on the actual site, they're used in the title tag, which is very useful for search engine purposes. When people are searching for your products and services on the internet, if the directory entry comes up, it's likely that it will come up because of the title tag that's shown here. So the last section of your entry, which you can argue is the most important section once you've actually got your entry completed, is the one that's called statistics. So we'll just click through there. And what you can see here is the statistics breakdown for 2009 for this particular entry. And what you can see is the total number of impressions, and it's broken down by month, and then you have a total at the top. And impressions is the amount of times that the profile has shown on the directory. The number of click-throughs is the number of times that somebody's clicked on the profile on the directory, which has then taken them to the main entry. And then you can see in the final column the number of website visits, so that's the number of times people have clicked on the URL that takes them to the website from the entry on the directory. So this is a really important page to give you some indication of how your entry on the directory is working for you. So we talked about the importance of being on the directory for backlinks into your own website, but as you can see from here, it's also an important way of marketing your business by encouraging people to find out more about your business on the directory and then click through to your site from there.